Hi, I'm Stan, the Urban Survivor's Man. Today we're going to be talking about home security. Now there's many different ways to secure your home. We're going to cover a few of those options. When you have your home, most important thing to do to protect your home at night is good automatic sensor lighting. Something that turns on automatically when danger approaches. Also cameras, video cameras, or the ring type doorbells work great. But remember, most bad guys are wearing a mask, so the effectiveness of those type of security devices are limited. Again, an alarm system in your house is great. Or you can do this. Or you can have a dog. Dogs are great burglar alarm systems. They notify you when there's an intruder. I prefer German Shepherds. Say 5 of them. But here are some options of other things you could do when there is an actual intruder into your home. Home invasion is a serious matter and should be taken seriously. Here are some options. I'm not going to tell you which is right and which is wrong. Each situation is different. But here are some things that can happen when there is a home invasion.
Kate! There's someone in the house. There's someone in the house. What? There's someone in the house.
Okay, I'll go check.
Here's option 1 for a home intruder.
Kate, there's someone in the house. There's someone in the house. Grab your phone, dial 911. I'm gonna lock and barricade the door. 911. Get in the far corner. Okay. Stay quiet.
Here is option 2, another way to clear the house themselves. These girls have been trained in a 2-man stack and proper room clearing techniques. Let's see how they apply them.
Kate, there's someone in the house. I've already called 911 and the response time is only 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Yeah.
Oh, crap. Okay, so here, you take the taser.
Okay, taser. I got the pistol. You ready? Yeah. Right here. Ready? Let's go.
In 2-person room clearing, each person staggers themselves on each side of the hallway as they work their way down. When Kate approaches the door, Melody will stack up behind her, placing her hand on her shoulder. Kate will communicate with Melody by tapping her twice, which means disengage. She's going to breach the door. She reaches for the door, pushes it open, and steps way back. You want to get out of the fatal funnel. If there was a bad guy, you can expect rounds to come through that door, and sheetrock will not stop bullets. She then approaches again. Melody recommunicates with her with a hand on the shoulder. This time, Kate decides to do a static entry. She taps again. Melody disengages and provides security. Kate is using the slice the pie method to make sure the room is cleared. She feels the room is cleared, moves on. Kate moves up onto the other side of the wall, and they progress down the hallway. In this situation, they used a static entry to clear that room. Now, Kate could have determined that in an emergency, they could have done a dynamic entry where she could have pulled Melody into the room to clear it both together. That's some different training, and that's for another day. What they did was great for this round. Also, if you're clearing the rooms by yourself, here are some pointers that you need to remember. 1, none of this Hollywood stuff where they've got the gun pointed up in the air and they step out. Boom, 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 boom. You're going to get plugged that way. Always approach the corners or doorways of a room with your gun ready. If you've got it way out here, as you're used to shooting an isosceles platform at the target range, if you come around this corner, your gun is coming out before your eyes, and your gun can be easily compromised or taken away. So keep it within yourself so that you can defend it. This is called CAR, coaxial rotation of the wrist. It's much closer, and I can come up to this wall, and I can start my slicing the pie to ensure that it's clear. So I'm just peeking out, not exposing myself the whole time to the assailant. Or you can do the arc. An arc is just a large arc around as you slowly move. This is also acceptable. However, I like the slicing the pie because it's quick and fast. Here, you're way out exposed. If you are taking in rounds, it's a little harder to pop back into safety. So those are some things to remember. Now, if it's dark, always have a very bright flashlight with a strobe effect. To hold these together, cross them so that your flashlight hand is supporting your pistol. This way, it gives you support, you stay on target, and you've got that flashing light out there to blind your assailant as you come around that corner. Now, there's always the discussion of what weapon to use when clearing a house. Pistol is probably one of the better house clearing implements because you can control it well, it's in tight, maneuverable, and your rounds are not going to go clear through the house. Do not use an AR-15 or high-powered rifle for clearing a house. Your bullets could go through that house and into the neighbor's house, and you are responsible for that bullet for the life of its flight. So sometimes a shotgun is the better weapon. If you're only going to own one gun, own a shotgun. It's the ultimate survival round. You can hunt deer with it, you can hunt birds with it, you can send up flares, you can do personal protection, you can blow doors apart. It's the really Swiss Army knife of weapons. I like these also for breaching. This is my breach gun that I use while on duty. It's great for clearing and getting through doors. It also has a flashlight with laser. So of course you can turn on that flashlight and turn on that laser so that you know exactly where you're pointing. The great thing about the shotgun is this is just my personal preference, like to start with rubber buckshot. This is double-aught buck, but they're rubber. That's the first round in the chamber. So that if I do come across an intruder, I'm not going to go clear through the house or through the room and hit someone else. But if it does hit you, it's going to knock you on your keister. Up close, it could be lethal. That's the first round. After the first round, I'm going into double-aught buck, which then is very lethal. Maybe 2 rounds of double-aught buck, and then I go to slugs, which then really is going to put a hole in someone. So that's my personal preference. Shotguns are just one of the best weapons for clearing and home defense because it sends a message and your options for the type of ammo are great. You're not going to be going through your house into somebody else's house.